Nothing super exciting is happening. We just said goodbye to Caitlyn, and I am laminating my remaining schedule cards, and I'm opening up my Toolsby frame so I can put these little guys in there. Good morning, happy Thursday. So Caitlyn left around 6 last night. She got to her place about 8:45. And she got all settled. She took some video of Mango looking around. Mango was a little scared at first, poor baby, because everything smelled weird. She was in a completely different place. So she spent her entire life at our house. She doesn't know anything different other than going to Caitlyn's grandma's for a little bit. So poor baby. But I think she got used to everything last night. At least her litter box smells familiar because it's the same litter that we use at our house. So that'll be good, and the same food. She has a new little bed, and she had a new carrier to go to Kansas in. She did not like the carrier at first. Then once the trip got on its way, she settled in and went to sleep. So that was good. Oh, Caitlyn cooked her first meal last night in her first apartment, and she slept her first night in her first apartment. She said she slept really badly. She kept waking up. That's what she was afraid was going to happen. She actually wanted to go the night before, but she wanted to wait until her things from Amazon got here. So that is why she waited till yesterday to leave. So she's starting her new title at her job today. She is production specialist in charge of propagation, something like that. I'll put the actual title down here. It's not exactly what I said, but it's close. I'm headed to school. It's going to be a good day. We're going to be iReady testing in math today. So we will start iReady Math Diagnostic testing after special class today, which is PE. So that's good. They will have run around. They always get a drink. I'll give them a snack first, because they're used to having snack right away after special class. Then we'll get settled and we'll start our math diagnostic. They will need scratch paper, and I'll have them get their pencil pouches so they have plenty of pencils in case something breaks. They're still getting used to that whole thing. I still have some students coming up to me, my pencil broke. I'm like, yeah, that's why we have 6 in our pencil pouches. Just put that one in there and get a new one out. And they're like, oh yeah. Well, yeah, you've got a lot of pencils. And this week we only had 4 days, so really 6 pencils ought to be awesome. Unless you have really cruddy pencils. Not all pencils are created equal, just like not all crayons are created equal. Of course, Ticonderoga is the gold standard for pencils. Bar none, hands down. Crayola is the gold standard for crayons. Sorry, it's just the way it is. But I generally don't get Ticonderoga pencils when kids bring pencils in, and they keep their own pencils. I don't do community pencils. I do have my own pencils in a community pencil bucket that they can use if all of their pencils break in their pencil pouch, because I still don't sharpen, not till Friday. So they can borrow as much as they need to. But they bring their own pencils and they keep their own pencils. We have a supply box and a school box. So the supply box houses all their extra things. If, you know, they're supposed to have extra glue sticks, those go in there. An extra box of crayons, those go in there. I don't keep any of their supplies. Everything of theirs is in their cubby. They are responsible for it. So then I don't have to worry about forgetting to give it back to them. Plus, then they're not having to share stuff with other people, because sometimes they bring special pencils in and then it's for them to use. Besides iReady math testing today, what else are we doing? Oh, we will be talking about the scientific method today. And the science spin for September in 2nd grade is all about the scientific method. So it goes through the entire process with the scientist doing some kind of an experiment. So I think that's going to be awesome. Plus, there's a Brain Pop Junior that explains the scientific process as well. So we will be watching that and reading the Scholastic Science Spin. And it's about zebras. It's like how zebras got their stripes. So that sounds really interesting to me. So I'm looking forward to it. Also, I have Mystery Doug, but I keep forgetting to use it. So I need to be using those too, because those are cool. I am going to cook tonight. I know. Write that down in your calendar. That might be the only time you hear me say that lately. I'm going to make chicken Alfredo tonight. So my husband is very excited for real food. Poor guy. Yes, I got chicken at the grocery store the other day when I went with Caitlyn to get a few things for her to take back to Kansas. And so I'm prepared for that. Poor Caitlyn, she called us about not quite halfway there, and she said, I think I forgot my purse. And her dad answered the phone. I was like, what's going on? I thought she'd had an accident or a tire blowout or something awful, because that's happened. We had to go rescue her. But she goes, no, I think I forgot my purse. And so I went upstairs and I looked, and sure enough, it was hanging on the hook in her bedroom. It's exactly where it was. So that means she does not have her driver's license and she does not have her debit card. So that's not good. We're like, be really, really careful, because yeah, you're supposed to have that with you. But thankfully she's coming home tomorrow. So we're going to meet her part way in the place we kept stopping on the way there and back over the weekend. And we'll gas her car up for her, because she will not have enough gas to make it all the way home. So thankfully Caitlyn only has to work 2 days, because she did not sleep well last night, and so she's going to be wanting to take a nap today, and then she only has to get up 1 more day this week. So that's really good. Oh, I was checking my school emails last night. I know, I just do that because I'm just like that, because you never know, you might need to know something before you get to school the next day. So there was a new email from our administration. And we had done this Pizza Hut thing. It's called Dough for Schools. It's Dough and the number 4 schools. It's kind of like McTeacher Night, but it's through Pizza Hut, which we do the Book It program through also. Well, I don't know all the particulars, but there was some deal, like whichever class bought the most pizzas won a pizza party. Guess who won the pizza party? That's right, this girl. I hardly ever win anything. 1 year, like 4 years ago, my class had the most box tops, so we got to go to the YMCA. That was the big reward for that, which was awesome. But I was like, oh my gosh, we won a pizza party? That's amazing. So I'm pretty sure that will be announced this morning during morning announcement. So I'm not going to tell my kids unless they don't announce it. But I want them to hear it. I'll be like, you might want to be paying extra special attention this morning to the announcements, because they might be telling us something really cool. So that will be exciting. Because honestly, I was a slacker. I sent the flyers home, but I didn't really look at them super carefully, because we did this program last year too. And the flyer just told them like when it was, what times it went to, and what it did. So what happens is, a percentage of the sales from that go to our school, like directly to our school. So I think we got a couple $100 out of it, which is awesome. So they just like send a check to the school. And then I'm not sure what the school is going to use it for, but it'll be something for the kids, which is awesome. I'm going to get to school really early today, and I'm really excited about that, because then I can just like be mentally prepared for everything, which this day mostly will be taken up with the math testing. That's my big priority today. Like the math testing will go through our literacy time and everything this morning. But that's what you have to get done. It has to be done this week. So we did the literacy last week, and this week we're doing the math. Oh, something I did last night, I showed a little bit of it, popped on the camera. So I made the schedule cards that I was missing, and I also got the kids' AR logins and their Prodigy logins put on a sticker template, but I didn't print it on sticker paper. I printed it on green Astro Brights paper, and I cut them out. Oh, there was a really nasty roadkill right there. Oh, poor whatever it was. Okay, moving on. Anyway, I made like login cards for them. And like Epic, it's already set on the iPads. All I have to do is click on teacher name and then their name, and it goes right into Epic. So they don't even have to they don't have to like type anything in for Epic, because I've set the iPads up like that. Because you can put in your class code and then set all your kids up in there, and they just click on their name and they're ready to go. And the Prodigy one, it's their their username in Prodigy is their first name, first initial of their last name, and then some random number that Prodigy gave them. So those aren't too hard. And then the password, guess what this girl did? I think I did mention this the other day. This girl set everyone's password to BOND, B-O-N-D, all lowercase. So that should be super easy for everyone. Yes. Because last year it was all these random, weird, gobbledygook, nonsensical things. And the kids were having a heck of a time getting them to work. So this time they really don't have to remember a lot. They just have to remember their little number. And it's either, some of them have 2 numbers, some have 3, and some have 4. I don't know why. And you would think you would have something to do with something with them, but no, it's just random. Because Prodigy does not ask for birth dates or student ID numbers or anything. They just ask for the kids' names. So they're not tracking data on these kids other than just by their name. So I can go in and I can assign lessons, which I've already done. That goes with our number sense unit, so they can be practicing. So I think when students finish their math testing today, as long as there's time left over, I will let them go on Prodigy, because their login card will be on the opposite side as their iReady login. Because I have those little, I don't know if I showed you, they're what we use for the pickup passes, but I save mine from year to year, like the ones that aren't icky, like the ones that the kids that never got picked up never used their passes. So their little holders were just pristine because they just sat in a drawer the whole year. So I throw away the nasty ones because the kids put them in their mouths and drop them on the floor, and you know. Anyway, I keep the good ones, and I've just kept them over the years. So I had enough leftovers from years past that I just used those for their iReady logins. And some of the students actually wore them because they have a string around them. It's made to hang on them like a lanyard when they go to the pickup line. And then they just take that off and hand that to the person that puts them in the car, and then they put them in my teacher box and I get them back for the next time. Anyway, so I put their iReady cards in there, which then I can hang them all. Remember last year I had them in a pocket chart, and then they would get knocked out of the pocket chart because it was back in a cubby area, and they would bump it with their backpacks and stuff, and they'd be all over the floor. Hey, I think I'm here early enough that I don't have to worry about being creamed by a bus. Yay, that's nice. And then, yeah, the parents are all lined up down the street here, so I don't have to worry about getting creamed by another employee trying to get in here either. So this street is weird. Yeah. So I got here, it's like 7:20. 7:20. I'm so happy. So yeah, contract time is 7:45. I'm super excited about that. But I'm here so early. And my buddy teacher and I are gonna share recess today. So we will be, I can park kind of close today. We'll be having someone to talk to at recess today. That'll be a nice break, because like I said, I'm gonna do my math testing. Then we'll have our extra recess, and then we'll come back and maybe we'll finish it by lunchtime. That would be nice. And then the afternoon can be like normal. But if it's not, we'll just keep working, because I'll have my buddy teacher's iPads as long as we need them. Awesome sauce. All right, I brought my tripod today, so maybe I can show you my outfit. Okay, see you inside. Good morning. I hope that using the tripod worked a little better with my outfit. We'll see what it looks like when I go to edit. So I am working on getting these iReady logins with their Prodigy and AR logins. So this will go on the back, and it'll look like this when it's done. Then they'll just have everything together. So that's what I'm going to work on until the kids come. And then while they're doing their morning brain bins, I can finish them, and I can do it during playing time, whatever. It won't take that long. I only have 20 students. I've already got 2 done, so 18 left. Not bad, but the kids will be here in a little while, and we'll start our day. I will check back in with you later. Hello, it's lunchtime, and I'm not super hungry, so I just had a banana, and I might eat later, like after school or something. But like right now, not super hungry. It was really hot at recess, like scorchingly hot. 93% humidity. That's what's killing me, is the humidity and no shade, which is why I take a giant umbrella outside with me, and I don't care what it looked like, because I'm not going to melt. Anyway, the kids had fun. I have a few that are still iReady math testing. The rest of them are doing Prodigy, so that's good. They're going to have lunch, and then we'll come back for rest and read, and then we'll have recess, and then we'll go back to testing. I did tell them to take their time and not worry about if their friends finished before they did, because it doesn't matter. It's not a race. Nobody gets a prize for being the first one done. You want to do your best and give the best answers that you can. Some of them got a little frustrated, I think, because the way iReady works is it is adaptive, and it gets harder before it gets easier. So it will show you things that are way beyond you, just to see how far you can go.
and then it starts stepping back. And I had to remind a few of them because they were like, I don't know. And I said, well, if you look at that and you've tried your best and you just really don't know, look at which answer would be the best. Like, get rid of the ones you know pretty much are wrong or that look wrong, and choose the one that looks right. And then you can move on. And so they did. So that's really good. I'm just feeling a little sad for Caitlyn because she's feeling a little lonely today. So at least we get to see her tomorrow. So that's awesome. I'm going to go get a little something done before it's time to go get the kids from the lunchroom. And I think we're going to start reading Franny K. Stein today because maybe. I think they would really enjoy that. So she's pretty funny. All right, I will chat with you later.
Happy Thursday afternoon. We got our math testing done pretty early. All but one student finished by lunchtime. So cool. And the one I had left was at like 93%, so it took them like 5 minutes to finish. Awesome. I've already printed out my reports so I can look at where they're going to be grouped for interventions, which will start not next week but the following week, which that's exciting. We were able to do our afternoon lessons, which is what I had it planned like, so yay. Oh, I need to get my lesson planning done. Need to get my newsletter done for tomorrow because I haven't started on it yet. It won't take much. And then I'm not super worried about having my lesson plans completely finalized for tomorrow. I know what I'm doing in math. I know what I'm doing in reading. I know what I'm doing in writing. I know what my special schedule is. I can put things on the calendar that are coming up for the families. I know what I'm doing in science and social studies, so that's what it is. I just put the abbreviated version on the newsletter so it's a parent-friendly format of my lesson plans, and then I can expand on it on my actual plan pages. I think I may have told you that I got the lesson materials ready for the first week, or possibly more, of our literacy intervention time for next week for all of us, because we're all starting in the same spot basically, because we're all taking the lower students, and then our reading specialist is taking the higher kids. So I have 11 in my group, and I've got the lowest of the lowest, the ones that scored like kindergarten level on the iReady Diagnostic. So we're going to be starting with letter sounds and letter names and things like that, and word and picture correspondence and things like that. All right, so I will probably just say goodnight for here, and there might be some B-roll coming up, so look forward to that. Otherwise, you'll see something for tomorrow. So we'll just have to see. Bye for now. Happy Friday! Woo! So happy it's Friday! My birthday's Sunday, so it's going to be a fun weekend. Caitlyn will be coming home tonight. Yay! I know she just left Wednesday, but it's been kind of rough for her. It's hard being in a totally foreign place. Well, I mean, she did live there in the summer, but she had roommates. It's kind of hard being alone in a strange place, in a new place that you've never slept in before. It's just an odd thing. And she has a new job title. She's working with the same people, but doing different things. Some of the same things, some new things. She told me yesterday that her HR person was giving her all kinds of things. Like, she got her laptop, she got office supplies, all kinds of stuff. I don't even know all the things she got. She just was loaded down with all kinds of stuff. She was told to find a laptop case and just send the link to her HR person and they would order it for her. And Caitlyn says, okay, I'll just find a, an inexpensive one. And the lady's like, well, don't go too inexpensive. You don't want it to just break on you. Don't want it to fall apart. So get a decent one. And she's like, okay. But she feels kind of like, doesn't want to go for a super expensive one, but not the super bottom of the barrel price either. So maybe a happy medium. She can take the laptop home, but she doesn't foresee needing to do any work at home on it. So I don't know. We'll have to see. She's only been there one day, so who knows what this job may entail. I doubt that she'll need to do anything at home. I think she can do all her work at work. She was outside a good part of the day yesterday, and it was super hot and super humid, and she's been inside the last 3 weeks, so that was hard. She kind of got used to being outside. Not that it made it really easier, but she was more used to it. Like her body was more used to being out in the heat, and her body is not used to being in the heat. Now, she was a little worse for the wear yesterday, but she got to stop working a little earlier yesterday to go do some other things at her job. So she was riding around in an air-conditioned car for a while, which was nice, a nice break. She does not have a desk yet, but she will. So she'll have her own little office area next to her supervisor. That'll be good. Mango is not adjusted to the apartment yet because she's only there one day. So Caitlyn said that Mango kept jumping on her bed last night and waking her up, which not cool because she didn't sleep well the night before either. So she's going on 2 days of not very good sleep. So hopefully when she comes home this weekend, she can sleep well. Poor kid. My husband is going to try to leave work early today. Most of the time he works late, so it really shouldn't be a problem. And he's going to pick up his new glasses, get them adjusted, and then he'll be ready to go meet Caitlyn with me when she is in the town that's an hour away from us. So that'll be nice. I got all of my lesson plans done last night and my newsletter. And I even set my computer to print to the school printers. So whenever I get to school and I open my laptop, things will start printing automatically. I never thought about doing that. I've done it accidentally because I forgot to cancel it because it was still saying the school printer when I meant to print to my home printer, and I had to go down and cancel it in the print queue, but then I forgot to do it one time. When I came to school, I was like, oh, yeah, that should have been printed at home, but whatever. So that's pretty cool that I can do that. So I just printed everything. Well, I got everything lined up in the print queue that I'm going to need for my lesson materials for next week. I'm almost at school. It is 7:20. I got here in really good time. This is when I like to get to school because then I don't have the hairy, scary parking situation that I have if I get here a little later. Because the buses aren't coming through yet. The parents aren't coming through yet because they're not allowed to drop off their kids until 7:30. So that I don't have the crisscross traffic either. So it's just a lot less hairy to get into the parking lot. If you get here just a tiny bit earlier, just 10 minutes makes a huge difference. Amazing. Like you can either get in or you can't get in. So here we go around the loop, around the string of parents. And make sure there aren't any buses coming early. Yes, one of these times I'm going to have to show you or make a diagram or something. Yeah. So this school that I'm in was the original school building for this area. Yeah. There was some, oh my goodness. There was some pedestrians coming and I did not want to smoosh them. And then there's my kindergarten teacher friend that I've been loaning movies to. All right, I'll go ahead and show you my outfit and start my day. Good morning, I'm in my classroom and I just opened my computer. So as soon as I log in, if I can, I have to be coordinated enough for that. Oh my gosh, maybe I hit the wrong button. Oh, I sure did. Let's try again. Oh my. Morning's hard. Okay, there we go. Should start printing. So cool. Okay, I have my coding activity ready to copy. And I grabbed stuff out of my box. So got some things to send home with the kids about box tops. So they'll have that information. Put that up here so I don't forget to give it to them. Got my lunch envelope. So we have popsicle sticks, and all the kids that eat a hot lunch, you put their popsicle stick in there. And all the cold lunches I just keep in this little bucket from Target from last year probably. Got my pickup passes here. Hang them up by the door. Okay, there we go. Got my buddy packs ready to deliver today. Put this. Kids were kind of not fighting necessarily, but kind of arguing about the stool table here, this one. And so I said, we're just not going to use it right now then. We'll just use it next week, and I'll just assign people to it like I did last year with the sticks. So I said I'd pull 2 names each day, and those people could sit at that table. I forgot to bring the stuff to fill the VIP caddy that I got from the awesome Elizabeth Garza from Teaching with Positivity. I'll bring that on Monday. What I was saying was, not sure if I'm going to keep the 12 desks. I have 12 right there. Or if I'm going to take off 4 and go back to 8. I'm kind of liking having more desks, but I feel like I need to separate them more. I don't know. We'll see. I like having more floor space. And I see some junk in this desk. They always shove things in the hole of the desk. No, let's recycle that, people. Okay, I'm going to go get my copies. I'm going to show you my outfit too, so we'll see how that goes. So I haven't watched back the footage for yesterday to see how the tripod worked. But let's see if we can just maybe put it, I don't know, maybe put it on this table and see what happens. Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Okay, we'll see how that goes. I have no idea. I'll see when I go to edit. It's anybody's guess how that turned out. I'm gonna go grab all the things and get started on my day. So I'll check in with you later. Hello, it is lunchtime. I have a little bit of time left to finish my lunch. We have done so much today. So we had library right away at 8:15 today because Fridays are super fast. And when they came back from library, I'm like, I need to give them time to read and take some AR quizzes because we are behind, and it's not their fault. It's just the way the week went. So I let them read 2 of their books and take quizzes, and then I let them go to the library and exchange those 2 books. So they have 3 fresh books for next week. Plus, we took a quiz yesterday, the whole class, on The Pigeon Has to Go to School. I also let some students do a quiz on We Don't Eat Our Classmates. And I also have shown you before, but in case you don't remember, I also have this listening station set up here. And there are always 2 books here, and they have the AR quiz number inside the cover just like the library books do. So that is an option too, and they just click I was read to, and they can take a quiz on those too. That is a really good option for some of my strugglers that have a hard time reading their own books and then reading the questions on the AR quizzes and then reading the options of answers. Yeah, I am having this for lunch today. Yay, yummy. And it might just be cool enough to eat. I also grabbed some applesauce from the kitchen because it looked good. I'm wanting some fruit. Whew. And I've just been running around like a crazy person. We made a birthday book. We celebrated the birthday student that has the same birthday as me on Sunday. So we celebrated him today. And I was going to bring something for my birthday, but I thought I'll just do it on Monday, and then we'll have 2 different birthday treats, 2 different days. I sent a note home today asking for some apples so we can do our apple STEM activity on Friday, and also we can do some apple activities for the next week. So I asked for them to be on Thursday or Friday, not early in the week, because I don't want them to get bad. I also have not done my friendship salad yet, so I'm going to have to go get some fresh strawberries. I think I need some pineapple tidbits, but I have mandarin oranges and I have mini marshmallows. I'll need to get Cool Whip too. And I need to bring a rotten banana because that is the object of the lesson, is don't be a rotten banana because it ruins the entire salad. So the fruit salad is your classroom, and you're putting all the good things in your classroom, all the sweet things, the kind words,
following directions, being a nice friend, being a hard worker, blah, 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 trying your best. And then you start to put the rotten banana in. They're like, ew, no. You're like, why? Well, because the rotten banana will ruin everything. So you don't want a rotten banana in your classroom, and no one wants to be the rotten banana. It's a very good object lesson. Plus, it's a very tasty snack, and the kids always love it. So that will be coming up soon too. But for now, I'm going to eat my food. Fridays are just always go, 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 go. When we come back from lunch, yes, we will be doing this coding activity from Brooke Brown, Teach Outside the Box. It's a back to school coding. And then we'll be doing our co-teaching activity with our awesome reading teacher. And it's Louise Loves Art. And I made some things. I got all my lesson materials printed and ready to go. And then I even got these laminated. So these are for my reader's workshop next week about alphabetizing. That's the grammar section. Summarizing. I must not have done the character one because I already have one character one. So don't need two. Anyway, so we're going to be reading A Bad Case of Stripes. Yes, I just did this planning last night, but already my brain is failing me. Okay, I'm going to finish my lunch so I can grab my kids when it's time to go and get on with the rest of our day. So we'll have, coming back up here, we'll have coding, then we'll clean up. We've already packed. They've already got all their stuff packed away. Do coding, then we'll do the Louise book with our awesome reading teacher. Then it'll be time to go to our dismissal spots. And then when the kids are gone, then we have our PLC meeting, and we're going to be talking about our literacy intervention groupings and our lessons for that. And also talking about a book study that we're going to start, which is one of Jennifer Saravello's, I think it's reading strategies books that we're going to start. Then I can talk to you on the way home. So I'll see you then. Good afternoon. It is a little after 4 and I'm heading out for the weekend. Woo! So we're going to meet Caitlyn about an hour from where we live so she can gas her car up since she does not have any means to pay for anything right now. Poor thing. And if my husband was able to get off work early, then he was able to go get his glasses. Let's hope. I'm leaving a little later than I intended, but I was talking to a few people, so that was time well spent. That's okay. I think we got everything squared away for starting our literacy interventions on Monday, so that's good to kind of know what we're doing and where we're going with it. Oh my goodness. This afternoon after lunch, what did we do? We read a little bit of our chapter book, and then we did our coding activity. I took a picture of the example that I did, so I can put that in here. And then we had our awesome co-teaching lesson. She read Louise Loves Art, which is such a cute story. And it's got, her little brother is art, and she loves actual art. So it was kind of a play on words too, which was cute. And some of the kids really liked that. They thought that was really cool. She had found a song that the author had written and produced to go with the story, which was so cute. And it was, I think, on YouTube or something. So she played that for us, and it was so cute. And the author was like kind of drawing on the screen and stuff, like, you know, animated. It was really cute. She did this lesson last year too, and I really enjoyed it then too. So the kids got a kick out of that. That was really fun. I remembered to have the students bring their pencil pouches to the little bucket that I put them in last time. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with those pink buckets. I just knew I could not pass up hot pink paint buckets because that's my color and I can find something to do with them, right? So I've been using one of them to collect the pencil pouches. So as they were lining up today to leave, I said, hey, grab your pencil pouch and your backpack and line up at the door. So all the kiddos got off the way they were supposed to. And I gave them a couple of extra coding sheets so they could take their coding pieces home with them in a Ziploc bag. And they could do another arrangement of their paths with their families. And they were super excited. I said, that's why we're not gluing. I am going to go home and enjoy my weekend. And I hope you have a great week and you're enjoying your weekend too. And I will see you next time.